Good morning, I'm Joe Vodvarka for JSV Traffic with this morning update. It is just an absolute mess out there this morning. Very heavy traffic going outbound on 76, generally from west of Montgomery up through to Gladwin. Then again, once you approach I-476 south ramps, traffic does back up again through to the area of 202, but outbound between west of Montgomery and Gladwin right now is very congested. Bumper to bumper, stop and go. As is inbound in this same general area. We'll go to the next camera here at over by the boulevard and look at both directions. Just barely even moving. I mean, inbound here on the left, traffic is virtually at a standstill. You can see outbound on the right, it is at a standstill. And the traffic coming from the Roosevelt Expressway south, that's backed up, and that backup goes all the way back to around Wissahickon at this time, and it is growing. So be mindful of that. Also inbound on 76, we do have heavy delays this morning coming from the area of about Gulf Mills through to about the area of Belmont. Then it opens up for that small stretch before backing up again, approaching City Avenue through to about the area of I-676. Here we are on Montgomery Drive. It's bumper to bumper there. Here's east of Montgomery Drive, still bumper to bumper. Here we are around Spring Garden, where it's still very slow coming inbound. And then once you get to here at I-676, it does open up. Both east and west on I-676 are not terrible, but westbound, this just happened. We do have a disabled vehicle in the area of 24th Street in the left lane, and the tow trucks are already on the scene. There is minor delays that go back to past the Ben Franklin Parkway at this time. Additionally, on I-676, we're not doing too bad coming from 95 this morning, which is good news. 95, though, yes, we are doing bad on 95 this morning. 95 this morning is generally jammed southbound from Academy Road through to about the area of I-676. This is about approximately an 11-mile delay at this time. And as you can see, traffic is like this in the traffic camera. I'm going to put it in streaming here to give you a sense of the actual speed of traffic. And yeah, it's not very fast going southbound. Generally slow to stop and go. At times it's bumper to bumper. Just very heavy traffic coming into town this morning. A little bit heavier than normal. But the good news about this, I guess I could say, is northbound's not backed up this morning. Northbound's fine. Usually is fine in the morning. Every once in a while we'll get a little bit of slowing at Cotman Avenue in the morning. But this morning northbound's doing pretty well. That travel time on the southbound side between Woodhaven Road and I-676 is all the way up to 39 minutes. Normally without traffic it should only be about 15 minutes. So it's well more than doubled the time it should take. If you're traveling on 95 down Delaware County this morning, not too bad. I mean, we do have a little bit of slowing southbound approaching the Blue Route. Nothing major. Northbound is a bit slow this morning, generally from the area of 452 on up through to about the area of I-476 north, the Blue Route. This is just because of volumes trying to merge onto the Blue Route. Blue Route North is generally slow from I-95 on up through to exit 5. Then once you get past exit 5, you're generally good to go this morning. Southbound, we do have a more significant delay from about exit 9 through to the area of exit 1, McDade Boulevard, because of heavy traffic. If you're traveling on 202 this morning, not too bad, because we have those new lanes that are now in place going southbound and northbound. However, to get to that area, yeah, it's pretty congested because we have an incident that's going on right now, generally in the area of 401, and it does have a lane blocked. Not quite too certain what the incident is, whether it's a disabled vehicle or an accident. I can see it in the camera, but I can't see what it is. I can just see the flashing lights. But anyhow, it has caused some pretty big delays that go all the way back through to the beginning of the 202 Expressway down around Boot Road. And the delays also stretch onto the 30 bypass at this time. And it goes all the way back through to the area of Business Route 30. So that itself is about a 3-mile delay. And there is a heavy exiting delay, as you just saw, getting off onto Route 100 this morning because people are trying to avoid this delay and get onto Business Route 30. And at this time, that's not doing much too better. As you can see, both ways are just generally stop and go. Okay, to 422 we go. And 422 coming in this morning, inbound, eastbound. Yeah, it's pretty well congested from 29 right on through to 202. And as you can see, even beyond 29 this morning, it is pretty slow going. All the way through to 202, we have about an 11-mile delay, and the delay time is absolutely horrible. It's about 30 to 35 minutes at this time. Normally, it should only be about 10 minutes without traffic. So, yeah, allow for plenty of extra time coming in on 422 this morning. And we'll take one last look here, which is one of my favorite cameras because you can see a real far distance here, and you can just see the long line of traffic coming in on 422 this morning. To the turnpike we go now. On the turnpike this morning, it is very slow coming eastbound from generally east of Bensalem on through to the area of Willow Grove and continuing through to Fort Washington. Once you get past Fort Washington, it does start to break up a little bit and does get better, which is good news. Additionally, on the Blue Route this morning, we do have more delays because that volume that's going east on the turnpike, west on the turnpike, a lot of it's getting off at I-476 and heading south on the Blue Route, which in turn has caused delays on the Blue Route south between the Pennsylvania Turnpike and I-76 inbound and outbound. So stay alert for slower stop traffic in that area. If you're traveling on the Northeast Extension this morning, coming south, we don't really have much in the way of congestion, just a little bit of slowing approaching the Lansdale interchange in the southbound side, but for the most part, it's okay. Over to New Jersey we go. We do have heavy traffic on 42 northbound from exit 8, County Route 534 in Clemington through to I-295, and we do have heavy traffic northbound on I-55 from Deptford Center Road through to New Jersey 42, and we also have heavy traffic on I-295, exit 26, I-76 in Belmar through to exit 32 due to volume. Finally, in New Jersey, we have heavy traffic on New Jersey 73 northbound, County Road 671, Creason Road in Voorhees Township to County Route 544 in Easham Road Township due to volume. If you're on SEPTA this morning, we do have delays on the Fox Chase line heading into town. There's about a 10-minute delay, and there's also a delay on the Malvern line of up to 20 minutes. I'm Joe Vodvarka.